Hey y'all, it's Ken here, and here we are back again with the Golden Girls Let's Play. This is episode 2, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's just get into it. So this week we're going to start with Blanche, and her mission is to woohoo 2 times and to meet a man at the docks. Because if you watched the Golden Girls, the docks were one of Blanche's favorite places to go. So I wanted to stay true to the show, kind of. So a lot of the missions are probably going to be reminiscent of actual things that happen in the show. So if you're unfamiliar, I'm sorry. But if you are familiar, you should appreciate it. So I'm just making her get ready right now. She's going to have some breakfast. A bite to eat. All the girls are coming for breakfast. Love it. Oh, it's love day. That should make Blanche's job a little easier, you would think. Pretty sure hers, out of all 4, was the longest. So again, art career, making her paint, and then we're gonna get into finding someone to have fun with. And if you remember, I'm pretty sure in the last episode, this painting was the exact painting that she did. I also love how interactive the other girls are. Okay. The screen kind of cut there because there was a house fire. I didn't catch it in time because I was kind of recording in bits and pieces, so that's my bad. So Rose was on fire, as you can see over in the corner. And unfortunately, it's not the only fire that happens in this episode. Get some sleep, Blanche. Love Day was awful. Yes, it was. I didn't make her do anything. I edited this video a little bit more, I don't want to say, like, jaggedly. Is that a word? But I did edit it a little more, like, viciously because it's just too long. Like, as it is, the video is 25 minutes. So eat, and then we're gonna go to the docks. I think. I don't even know. Like, by the time I get this edited, I totally forget what I've even filmed. So, okay, see? She literally just caught on fire, and I don't understand. The dryer is not on fire, because I just replaced it. So it had to have been something from the electrical... No, because that's plumbing. Like, I don't even understand. She just randomly combusted into flames, and I had to include that in the video because that's just freaking bizarre. Make her take a vacation day because that was a weird start to the day, and then she's gonna have a bath. So I made her paint for a little bit, but then I made her go to the docks. So if you don't have, I think, pets, Brindleton Bay is where this is. Brittleton, I don't know what it's called. Brindleton Bay. Anyways, I digress. That is where this is all taking place. And literally I sent her there to just try and meet a guy. And I've located one, Broderick Stoddard. Mr. Stoddard. So I made them start talking. Goal 1 complete. She met a man at the docks. invited him to hang out, I believe. So this is just them hanging out, and as you can see, it's just friend zone. He's friend zoning her. I randomly decided that I should probably ask him if he's single. So I took him away from the group to get them to shut up. And I asked him if he was single, and he's married. Wah wah. So I decided that I wasn't going to make her be that much of a hoe. And I was like, oh, here's another guy. So she brought him home. And they woohoo. They just woohoo. It's good times. Yes! So woohoo number 1 is out of the way. So we have one more thing left to complete her mission, and that is to woohoo with one more person. And at this point, I can't even remember who it is. I think this person's name is Jax. Yes, Jax Taylor. I think that's man number 3 total. I should keep a running tally. After Jax, I was like, what's a girl to do? And I ended up making her go out again. And she went out and met someone on the street. He was a mailman walking by. And I started making them talk. They talked quite a bit. He was very receptive to her flirting. So I ended up making her go home, right? And then I invited him over. A little bit more talking. It wasn't very long before he was willing to jump in bed, so he was a pretty easy catch. So that's guy number 4. So mission complete. She has woohooed with her second person, and that makes the end of Blanche's section of this video. Okay, so now we're on to Rose. Rose's mission is to go on a date with Miles and to complete 2 gigs. So we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna make her eat. It's first thing in the morning. It's Tuesday morning. So she's making some breakfast. I can't remember. Yeah, okay, so I made breakfast for everybody. But I don't think I called everybody to the meal. Or maybe I did. I don't know. No, I don't think I did. I think Blanche is eating something different. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the gig situation. So she needs to go select a gig, and then she needs to chat up the boss, and you know, the whole song and dance. And I think this is the last episode that I'm gonna have Rose be a freelancer. I mean, it just kind of gets monotonous checking through them. I chose one. Now she's gonna chat with her, like, the people that are hiring her. Try and create a good relationship, I assume, is the point of that. And then I believe it's another science fiction novel. I don't know why I keep choosing that one. It's just the most paying. So we named it Lender 2. So she's checking through them. I chose one. Now she's gonna chat with her, like, the people that are hiring her, try and create a good relationship, I assume, is the point of that. For this one, I figured we might as well go with the same theme, so Lender 3 is the name of this book, and hopefully she becomes a bestseller, who knows. And so that's completion of task number 2. So I made Rose ask Miles to go out with her because asking him to go on a date wasn't an option. Right? So they're just mingling right now. They're just having a gay old time. And I'm trying to complete as many of the date requirements as possible so that they get a successful date. I'm trying to get him and her to be romantic because, again, if you know the show, Miles is a love interest of Rose's, and I really liked Miles on the show, so I like having him in the game, I guess. So I've completed the first goal, which is to interact 10 times, basically. Completed the second goals. I did pretty well as far as things go, but I could not get them both to be flirty at the same time. It's really hard, you can see they're reacting negatively. They weren't in the right place probably to go on a date. They had just met and were barely acquainted. So, I mean, it stands to reason that he's gonna be whoa. Yeah, stay complete. So it didn't really say it was a successful date, but the date is complete, so mission complete. So now we're on to Sofia. Her mission is to choose which one of her friends she wants to make her best friend. So we choose Dennis, as you can see in the corner. And so that's who I'm gonna focus on. So mission 1 complete. That was kind of a stupid mission, but whatever. Mission 2 is that she's gonna have a house party, and to make it more interesting, I decided to do it when all of the other girls are not in the house. So I waited until they're all gone. Now she's gonna throw a party. It's 12 o'clock, so she's gonna throw a party for 1 o'clock. And I couldn't really decide which one I wanted to do, but I ended up just choosing house party with no, not being a gold event. I invited everybody she knew that wasn't the other 3 girls, and hired all the other roles. So she has barely enough time to get ready, so I made her run to the washroom, real quick, and then the party began. So all hell broke loose, with the 3 guests she invited. So they're just gonna, I'm just gonna make them interact, I think. They kind of, randomly went into the one bathroom. I locked that door for all Sims, and then they somehow got in there anyway. I'm not sure what that was about. So I went and unlocked it because I was like, that did fucking nothing. Made her come out here and order a drink. But the guys stayed in the washroom. I don't even understand. So I asked her to talk to them, and then they decided to come out of the bathroom while they went there. As you can see, Rosa and Blanche have returned home, and now Dorothy has returned home. So shit's about to go down. As you know, Dorothy's more of a mother to Sofia than vice versa. From the show, there's Dennis having an attack in the back there. It takes me a second to realize Dorothy's home. Now I'm making her come in to yell at her mom for throwing a party, and their relationship goes down, and I don't even care. So we ended the party early because Dorothy came home and ruined everything, and that's just the story that I was going through in my head when I was playing. But Dennis, for some reason, didn't leave, so they were able to continue to talk, which kind of plays into the choose the best friend thing. So, mission complete on both ends. So we're gonna move on to Dorothy, and her mission for the week is my favorite. It's to meet, marry, and divorce Stanley. So clearly I had to edit out a lot of the interaction between them because I just I needed it to be quick, so I immediately just made her go to stand and introduce herself. And there is a little piece missing here because it took me a second to realize I forgot to turn the camera on. So that's my bad. So I'm gonna make her just go to Stanley's. Fuck work, I guess. We're off to Stanley's, and before I show you that, I wanted to show you my making Stan, because he really didn't look like Stan, and you'll see in a second, because I'm pretty sure he has hair in the video. I forget, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I went in, what I did is I took just a random sim that was already in the world that had a house, and I just went in and edited him, changed his name to Stanley Spornak. I didn't want to start from scratch because lazy, and so I just did it this way, and it was just as easy. So this is Stan. So here we are, they're interacting. I'm just making them be friendly for the most part. Just trying to get their like relationship up. Don't know where Dorothy went, but anyway, she's just talking basically. I'm just trying to get him to like increase the friendship. And I throw a flirt in there every now and again just to see how things are going, you know, and they never react well. I always do it way too quickly. So back to being friendly. So they just talk a lot. But I mean, really, technically, in the show, they're already, like, long divorced. But I wanted him to be in my Sims videos. So I had to introduce him somehow, and this is my way of doing that. He's always the unwanted guest of the Golden Girls home. So he had to be in the video. I can't help it. So I made her go home. I didn't want to like do too much at once, so I made her go home, and then I think I invite him over. I'm not sure. She's having a bite to eat. She needs to use the bathroom. Make her go to the washroom, and then I'm gonna invite Stan over. Oh wow, she's calling right from the toilet. Good on you, bro. Good on you, bro. So again, I'm just gonna make them be super friendly and try to get their romance meter to increase. Because, I mean, we don't have all the time in the world. And then I just kind of cut to the next day. So I just invited him over like in the morning. It's around 10 that morning. And invited him over, and they kind of just sat down where they were. So I just kind of cut it together. But anyways, so they're getting more and more interested. They just shared their first kiss. Still just talking for the most part. There's been nothing like physical yet. There's been no woo-hooing. And the option doesn't come up for like a while. Like, it takes longer than usual, I feel like. But I didn't even think to check, like, what his aspirations or, like, lifestyle was. So, that little section right there was the lead up to their woohooing, and somehow I didn't get it on video. How did I not get it on video? This is them after the fact. So they've woohooed for the first time. And then Dorothy proposes. Because, I mean, bitch, why not? So I'm making her grade her papers, get her job performance up a little bit. I know, like, for sure that they're not working to their full potential, I'll say. Oh, there's Stan. So they're having a private wedding ceremony. They're getting married. So step 2 is complete. He is now her spouse, I think. Oh, wait. Now they are together. So I made him move in with them. Took all his money. It wasn't much. It was like $19,000, I think. Now I'm just making them fight. Because like I said, I didn't want this to be like a long process. I just wanted it to be like a quick 1, 2, 3, like... Just like make them like insult each other and yell at each other, and then divorce comes up and I make them get divorced. Then it wasn't really letting me like split from household and move for some reason, so I cut to where I moved him out of the house. And I actually gave him more money than he actually brought into the house. So I was a nice person, I think. Yeah. So and then I just moved him back into the house that he was living in before all of this went on. So that's it. That is episode 2 of the Golden Girls saga, if you will. Thank you for watching if you're still here. I appreciate you, and I hope you're all staying safe.